heard what people say about retirement. It's not all it's cracked up to be unless we're swimming in money. Well, it can be hard to stay afloat, that's for sure, but some of those myths just aren't true. Certified financial planner Bert joining us now to do some myth debunking. Aaron, good to see you as always.
Nice to see you.
I guess we should start with this. There's always a big question is when is the right time to retire?
Yeah, retirement's kind of a tricky thing, and everybody's idea of what retirement is a little bit different. For most people, retirement, they think in their minds retirement, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to stay home and not have to do anything. Wake up when I want to, go do whatever it's basically just freedom, independence.
No agenda.
You can go do whatever you want to do. But in actuality, in retirement, a lot of people continue to still do stuff, and they really should. They should be out there volunteering or getting a side job. I tell you, the worst situations we see are when people retire and do nothing. It's amazing how fast they deteriorate if they don't stay busy and have some sort of purpose in their life.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because that's one of the most common myths. You may completely lose purpose in your life when you retire. What advice do you have for folks?
Well, most people's purpose isn't their job. I mean, I don't think it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, your purpose in life is maybe it's volunteering at your church, or maybe it's helping to raise your children, or all people have different purposes, and those purposes should continue after you are no longer going into your 9-to-5 with your regular paycheck. And so figuring out ways to stay engaged with your community, stay engaged with your family, all of those things are important in retirement in order to continue to have purpose in retirement.
Okay, giving back will also help with the return,
Exactly.
right? Some people say early retirement will eat you alive if you don't have a lot saved up. I guess this is the millionaire fantasy, right?
Yeah, well, everyone has their number, right? So what's my number? And there's been a lot of advertisements and things trying to figure out what's your number. Everybody's number is different. And it really comes down to cash flow. What are you bringing in and what are you spending? So some people have really low expenditures. Their number is much, much smaller. Or if you're retiring or when you're 75, your number is a lot smaller than somebody who's 40. So everybody's number is different. That's why we always recommend when you're considering that next step, sit down with somebody, let them run the numbers, find out what your number really is.
Yeah, and if you're living in an RV versus living in a fancy condo in Miami, right?
Yeah, if you have multiple properties or your expenses are in an RV and you're going from campground to campground, completely different lifestyles. Most people want to continue their same lifestyle in retirement, which is why we always have people give us what their current expenses are, and then we project them going forward, because I don't think your lifestyle is going to change much if that's what you're used to.
Sure. And then another myth, if you earn money after retirement, you aren't actually retired.
Well, retirement, I think you need to think of financial independence, doing what you want to do. I mean, if you don't have to go into your work, you're financially independent, but most people still want to stay busy. That goes on to having the purpose, and some people earn money on the side. They have a side hustle. That's okay. You can do that.
Side hustle, I like that.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little tricky. It's sort of a fine line when it comes to retirement, because if you work through retirement or you continue to earn money, there are certain rules when it comes to how much you can earn.
Well, and that really applies to Social Security. So if you start pulling Social Security at 62 before your full retirement age, you're limited in how much you can earn before you start giving back your Social Security dollars. Also, once you're on Medicare, depending on what you earn, can raise your Medicare Part B premiums, which some people don't like as well. So the government, they have a lot of rules around that, but usually it's better if you can continue to earn. I'd say keep earning.
That's where the planning and the forward thinking comes into play, where you guys come into play, right?
That's exactly right.
Very good. Aaron, always good to see you. Where can people find you?
You can find us on the web, financialgroup.com, financialgroup.com.
There you go, helping with all that planning.
Yes, I appreciate it.
All right, very good.